Hi, and welcome to this fourth episode of our all-time favorite topic, Android development. Okay, let's get started and let's make coding great once again. Step 6. Implement the code necessary to activate the on-click map functionality. Right, so let's now add a feature in such a way that if the user clicks on anywhere on the map, they will get a toast message saying this city is in this country. Okay, let's do that. So we are on the on-map ready method, and let's create a new function in there. Let's actually duplicate this line, Command and D. Okay, instead of my location, let's have it enable on map click. Okay, and as you can see, the line is given in red. This is because we have not created that method yet, so let's create it using Alt and Enter. Right, let's create that method then, and here we are. Okay, so let's use the mmap object, which is a class level object, dot this one set on map click listener. Let's select that, then new on map click listener, again select that, and notice that now we have access to the latitude and longitude. Great, let's continue. And now if we just go to the locate city method, we will be able to grab some code from there. So let's go into here into this method, and since the code is exactly the same, so we can copy all of this code all the way pretty much here. Then we can add a toast message. But before we do that, let's change the context into maps. Let's make it explicit. Maps activity dot this. Okay, for both cases, so that it will work with other method as well. Okay, right. So let's now copy all of this all the way to pretty much here. Okay, copy that. Let's get back to our method in here. So here we are. So all of this now works. As you can see, we've made an object that gives us access to the GEcoder class, and then we have address list object, and then we're initializing it in here. But now we don't need to use this method get from location name because we don't have a name. We have access to latitude and longitude. So let's change this method from this to get from location. Exactly, get from location. And as you can see, this method accepts 3 parameters. The first one is latitude, and we can just simply say lat, which is this one here, yeah? Okay, so lat dot latitude, comma, again lat long dot longitude, and for the maximum results, let's just have one result, okay? Semicolon, right? So that works just fine. The same thing with the address. We now need to have just a single address. So this will work just fine, address.get0, which means the first address in the list of addresses in here. Right, and so as for the last lines of code, let's have the toast message now. Let's have toast, right, and then let's fill this in. So let's replace the double quotation marks with address dot get locality, which will give you hopefully the city name, then plus double quotation, and let's have a comma in here, okay, comma and space, and then plus again address dot get the country code again, then plus double quotation colon inside double quotation plus finally get the country name. Okay, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so as you can see, there's a warning in here. Let's correct this, Alt and Enter, and let's surround it with an if statement. Okay, so that's it. That's pretty much it. This now will work, but let's make our code a little bit neater. As you have seen, this code exactly matches the one that we have on the locate city, this one here. Exactly the same. So why not have a common method between them? So let's highlight this, then right click, refactor, and then extract method. Make sure you're not using the anonymous class. Let's make sure that we're using the activity, which is maps activity. Let's select this. Okay, let's accept the defaults. I am happy with get geocoder, and then let's refactor. And notice that it automatically finds another occurrence of this method, and it asks you whether you'd like to replace it or not. That's exactly what I want to do, is replace. Right, okay, so now just 2 lines of code instead of many lines of code. Okay, let's continue. Okay, how about we use the exact same thing for the address class? Okay, so again, let's extract this. So refactor, extract method, the map, select maps activity, and then I'm happy with get address. I'm happy with the default name. I'm also happy with the signature. Just click refactor, and it finds the other occurrence in the locate city method. Replace that as well. So now we have managed to minimize the number of code lines. Right, okay, I'm happy with that. Let's make sure that we have internet connection, and let's test it. Right, so I have internet connection, everything. So let me run my app on a real device. Okay, so let's do that. Right, here we are. Let's select Al Jalali Fort, for example. Okay, let's again click on the maps locations. Right, and now let's, for example, click on Dubai, and as you can see, it says Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Okay, how about if we click on Suhar, Oman, and everything. So let's go further. How about if we go to Portsmouth? It says Portsmouth, United Kingdom. Brilliant, fantastic, done. And finally, let's get out there and let's make coding great once again. Thank you and happy coding.
أتى عهدنا يا عمان اطمئني فأمجادنا صحوة لم تنم فعهد علينا يمينا أطعنا نموت ونفنى ويحيى العلم نموت ونفنى ويحيى العلم